most of us, Rick Hart will be forever synonymous with the stores that carry his name.
I put my name on it.
But it's his passion for horse racing that spurs the entrepreneur more than anything.
I think the top level of horses create such an aura, and you know, you see it at the moment with horses like Winx and recently Black Caviar, of course. Those sorts of horses create a great deal of interest, you know, and people will flock to the races to see those horses. People that are only, you know, minor participants in the game will come to the races to see those horses because it's a great experience.
Rick's involvement in horse racing dates back years.
As a young kid I was sort of interested in it, and then I went to my first race meeting perhaps in about, I don't know, the late 50s or something, and went to the races with my dad, and he took me down and I said, "I'd like to have a bet, Dad," and so he said, "Well, why don't you have a quinella?" And I said, "What's that?" And he told me, and I picked out two horses, and of course the quinella came in, so I've probably been addicted to racing since then. You know, so they always say if your first bet's a winner, you're in trouble.
His early passion for the track turned into a potential career.
I was a bit of a mathematician and very good with figures, so I thought, well, I could probably be a bookies penciler, you know. So I spoke to a friend of mine whose father was a bookie, and he said they were always looking for staff, so I applied. And anyway, I went out and he gave me a trial on a race, and I picked up the pen, and I'm left-handed, or pencil, I was left-handed, and he said, "I've never seen a good left-handed penciler." So he said, "Oh, anyway, you're here now, have a try." So he tried really hard. He called the bets as fast as he could, and it was as busy as anything, and I'm writing them down, adding them up, writing them down, adding them up. And he turned to me and he said, "You're not bad for a left-hander." And that gave me about the next 10 years of employment with him. So I went through the reinsman school. I never actually got to a point of driving in races, but I drove in plenty of trials and all that sort of thing. And I really loved that. And one stage I wanted to be a trotting trainer. I bought a little property out at Gosnells, and anyway, somehow or other, I can't remember now, it all sort of fizzled out, and I thought, oh, it's all too hard. And then I sort of regurgitated an interest in thoroughbreds by taking a couple of small shares in racehorses back then, when I probably couldn't afford it, but loved that involvement as well.
Jack's better grabbed the front of the railway, drew clear from mile.
But success wasn't too far away.
Jack's better wins the railway.
There's an old horse in the background over there called Jack's Better that won the Railway Stakes in 1995, and he was a great performer. He won 19 races, including the Railway Stakes and Winterbottom Stakes, Prince of Wales Stakes, all those sorts of races. So he won 2 Group 1 races, the Karrakatta Plate when it was a Group 1 as a 2-year-old, and he won the Railway Stakes, I think, as a 4-year-old in 1995. And he gave me the 2 big moments in racing with 2 Group 1 wins. So he has a special place in my heart. Yeah, look, you do get emotionally attached, you know, and it's hard to resist the fact that you know, these horses get out there and perform, and they've got such great fighting characters, you know. And Northerly had it. This horse, Jack's Better, had it. You know, they actually get out there and you can see them pin their ears back and want to perform for you. And you know, they provide you with such a level of excitement that it's almost immeasurable. You know, I come out just about every weekend, and you know, my first thing to do is go up and talk to him, and he's spending his retirement days here. He's now 24 and he's in great nick, and he just loves it out here.
Rick's lifetime of involvement has resulted in the role of owner's only ambassador.
One of the things that I've hoped to bring to that role is to give people a face and a person to talk to, you know, and similarly with Dean Cox and now Rayne Embley, you know, it enables people to talk to real people and sort of get advice on what they should do if they want to own a horse. You know, I think one of the big problems is a lot of people wake up in the morning and say I'd like to own a horse, and they don't know what to do and who to go and see and all that sort of thing. They're probably a bit nervous about talking directly to a trainer, so it just gives them a link to ask some questions and getting around to race meetings and various functions and so on. I found a lot of that people appreciate the opportunity of having a chat to someone that's been involved and knows a bit about it and knows the way to go about it. And so hopefully it's helpful.
For a man who has achieved so much, it's easy to see where his passion lies.
Out there's a lot of young horses unraced that you still dream of the day that one of them will turn into one of him. So it's in many ways it's an addictive industry. It gets into your blood, and I just love it. Something that's given me a lifetime of enjoyment.